Alright, so on to the next Deckdoctor deck. We got... Here, want you to doctor this. Alright, let's check it out. I didn't write down the person's name. Apologize for that. But we have an Anyfin Can Happen Paladin. Alright. The old Anyfin. I haven't played too much Anyfin Can Happen Paladin. It's probably like the only combo deck I'm not super well versed in. Been playing so many combo-based mage decks lately since I started doing Deckdoctor. That seems like to be the people's choice of fun combo decks. Here we go. Doomsayer. Owl. WP. Acolyte Peacekeeper War Leader. Alright, True Silver, Consecrate, Old Man. Old Mrglglgl. A lot of cards that are labeled old. Sullums and Healbots and Belchers. And the double lay on hands. Getting laid on tonight, boys. And then Anyfins, of course. So this looks like a pretty standard Anyfin Can Happen deck. A lot of people have been playing this deck. So the interesting thing, I guess, would be the Ultimate is sort of different. Doomsayers against aggro. Excuse me. Apologize. I don't know if silence is actually that standard, so we got a silence in there. And the standard Belker patches, Stuff to Survive, 2 True Silvers, double Cons, double Equality, double Wild Pyromancers to go with it. I like it. I like it. Seems good. We don't have any big bombs late game because we have double Anyfin, and that's your late game. And we got the big Murloc package, the double Bluegill, double War Leader, Old Mrglglgl. You do it once for a bunch of damage, and then you do it again for 1 billion damage. So, seems good, man. Cookie Cutter, Anyfin Can Happen deck. Let's try it. Anyfin Can Happen's a really good deck. I don't know how I'm going to be able to Deckdoctor a standard Anyfin Can Happen deck, but we can try it. Maybe we'll change it for the meta a little bit. I think True Silver is a little bit of an underwhelming card at the moment. We could try and find something else that can kind of go over that slot a little bit. Stuff like that, little improvements. Not going to be anything super major, though, because Anyfin Can Happen is a pretty tried and true deck at this point. If you're looking for like people that play Anyfin Can Happen regularly, Kalento was playing it a little while ago, so he's a person that you can kind of check out for VODs of what he did with his version. Also, there's a guy named Neville's, and he plays a lot of Anyfin Can Happen Paladin, so you should check out his stream most definitely. Against Druid, do I want to keep a True Silver Champion? Most likely. Do I want to keep Wild Pyromancer just as an activate? I don't think I do. I think I want to try and look for the Doomsayer, the Acolyte of Pains, the Aldors. I want True Silver and Aldor over everything, I think, in the early game in this matchup. There we go, True Silvers and Aldors. Those are going to be very helpful against Druid. Druid's a really tough matchup for this, though. Alright, power pass. That's usually how this deck opens up anyway. A lot of people were playing Hammer of Wrath too. That's something you can kind of look at. This deck doesn't have any Hammer of Wraths in it. I think the Hammer of Wraths sort of cycled out. They were in there in the beginning and then sort of fell off a little bit. More dudes. No reason to tempo an Aldor. We're using it for removal, man. We're the control deck. Doesn't really like Kalento's version. Have you seen Neville's stream and Neville's versions? He has like 8 different versions of this deck. I think 2 land hands is a bit clunky, but a lot of people really like 2 land hands for some reason. We can use True Silver to trade up here. Can we do this with it? No. We're only killing 3 things. This goes down to 2. It's kind of unfortunate. We could equality trade, then 2 things die. That's not good enough. We need 3 things die. We could trade, equality, then trade, and then get the card draw off that way. I think that's too greedy. I think it'll happen eventually. Let's just wait for our equalities to go off. We have them with each other, so like as soon as we find an equality Cons, equality Wild Pyromancer or something, we're going to be able to get these off. So I don't think we need to try and rush it to make anything happen there. Well, if we find our AoE, that's actually helpful for us for our Solemns. So we just gotta find that AoE though. Don't really want to waste a True Silver Charge on a 1-1. There, we got something good here. We just needed something we could kind of throw out there, so that's helpful. I don't really want to just sell them for 5. I think that's a really weak turn, so I kind of want to set up trades and try and get it at a discounted cost and make sure I can try and keep up with the Druid's tempo. In case we don't find our AoE clears, we may need to use equality to help us clear with minions on the field.
I must safeguard the land.
Prioritizing the card draw there. And we got a True Silver target to swing at, so that's good. Anything can happen. So we could get off the Solemn here and make a dude, or we can re-equip the True Silver. I think we want to take the card draw. We gotta find our equality clear combos. Find our other draw, whatnot. I think it's too slow to just play True Silver re-equip there. Oh man, Emperor is not good for us. Oh cool, we can kill it with equality now. Or we can kill it with our dude in the True Silver. I think we want to kill it with equality. I'm afraid of Druid with an Emperor going off this early. So I want to kill it with equality so I can develop Belcher. Yeah, the tempo play, call this. So just gonna go around it. Alright, good. Not totally dead yet. We did both Anyfins, which is... It's good if we find the Murlocs. It's not really good. Normally you want them on 9 and 10, but normally you want to have all the Murlocs first, because otherwise we are just summoning a War Leader. Oh man. Lotheb and then into combo on the following turn, and that's going to be really hard to beat. And he's playing the Living Roots with it to set up for his combo next turn. Holy crap. Okay, that's it though. That's good. We can double kill 1/1s to try and survive through the combo here. We can Aldor that too. We already have this Aldor, we should do Sala. So Aldor that, and then kill many minions as possible to try and make sure the combo doesn't just outright kill us from 30. This combo with Lotheb and Living Roots all in the same turn is so annoying, so powerful. He's got the combo discounted too, most likely with Emperor, at least some parts of it. So double combos is like a serious threat that can happen almost at any point in this game. So that's going to make things super awkward to compete with. Alright, what are we doing here? He's drawing, so he might not have the full combo, or he's drawing to try and find the double combo. Because if he had combo, he'd probably be playing more aggressive with his Wrath, just Wrathing for 3, double trading in and trying to set up lethal. Instead he's kind of reserved with it. Alright, what is the play here? We could turn this into a 3/3 to be able to kill it, and then kill that. And then we're killing 2 minions. And then this goes down to 3, and then we can play that. Probably will. I don't want to take 5, so I think it's okay. We don't have an equality combo for it.
For justice.
Alright, kill that, and then I want to kill this so we can't silence it to buff it up rather than killing the minion, the 1/1, and then pushing face damage. So I'll kill this. And then my choices are either Solemn or develop Acolyte of Pain. And against Druid, I think I want to just play Acolyte of Pain. Get it on the field and just have it be able to trade with equality and things like this. Just develop as much of a board as possible. If I have board advantage, I can't die to combo. Because combo actually does kind of require a board to get enough damage, unless he has double. Okay, he runs Mind Control tech in his Druid. Yeah, that's not something he runs 2 of them. What in the fuck? Alright, we have 2 Consecrates, 2 Wild Pyromancers, 4 outs, 25% chance to find it. That was unexpected. That was really unexpected. So I want something to die first so I can do this for 4. Because if I do this for 4, then I can find a quality Consecrate and a quality Pyromancer. So I don't want to do it for 5. So let's start by trading in here. So now we can do it for 4. So we can then find Consecrate or a quality to clean up here. There's Consecrate. Very nice, very nice. So it's okay. We had the Mad Tempo swing. We recovered from it, hopefully. Unfortunately, we didn't have it in our hands, so we couldn't play like this with it and play the draw 2 after the fact. So that's kind of not the greatest value for us. But hopefully we can use Aldor to set up a situation next turn where we're not dead, get the War Leader out there, and then we'd have both War Leaders off the Anyfin, which isn't very good, but we may have to just do it. It looks like he's trying to set up lethal here. So combo with what? Oh, not Dr. Boom. Fuck, we can't beat that. If it was just 1 minion, we could get away Aldoring it. But this is gonna... Oh, a Belcher off the top's a saving grace here. I think it's gonna stop us from dying to combo. That's what we got. I'm not totally sure, but let's do it and find out. Now he's gotta figure out if combo kills us. Too bad you can't Aldor and land hands in the same turn. That's kind of why land hands can be a little awkward.
I wonder.
Well, let's combo kill us. Double combo sure as hell kills us. He's got combo plus hero power. Hero power doesn't really do much. This will be a good boombot for us. Just run in the second boombot. Nice, this gives high odds of the boombot going there. He's got 4, 8, 12, 14, 15. We're not dead, right? Now this is a point where we can lay on hands and heal out, because he just wasted the combo, unless he's got another copy of the combo in his hand. We also got to worry about both Keeper of the Groves being able to silence that. That's kind of evil. Draw last, like a boss. We can 10 mana summon a War Leader. It's always good. Alright. Kind of forced to draw a heal here. Well, we're dead to Keeper of the Grove. That's what we got, man. I think we want a Doomsayer. And then try and play all the Murlocs next turn, and then Anyfin kill him after that. We might be able to kill him with just the Murlocs. How much damage do we have? This gets plus 3, so this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, yeah, 5, 6, and then 7, 8, 9, 10. It's only 10 damage. But we can use it to help clear. And set up for Anyfin, which kills him the following turn after that. Alright, no Keeper of the Grove, that's good. Hopefully he doesn't have combo now that he drew. Well, he doesn't have combo, he would have done it there. Hopefully he doesn't draw into combo. It's actually possible. Oh my god, we can't kill the Patient Assassin. That's a bummer. Well, we try and set up our lethal for the next turn, and we just hope we're not dead. Patient Assassin being a not killable is really annoying. Well, if he finds the cards to kill us, he's got to make it happen this turn, off the top.
Well played.
Well played. Force roar. He's got swipe then. Force swipe. We're really close. We're not really supposed to win this matchup, and we drew both Anyfins with no Murloc super early, so... Meh. Alright. You're not really supposed to beat Druid. Mid-range decks in general are supposed to beat you, but... sometimes you can get away with beating them. What do we need in this deck list to try and help improve it a little bit? There's always the Hammer Raz that you can try and play. There's things like Minibot that you could play. I don't really like the Minibots that some people play. You can play Muster to try and help you out against aggro. We have Doomsayer in the anti-aggro slot over Muster or Minibot, which I think is fine. Doomsayer also sets up your Solemn Vigils. We got the Murloc package. I think we could even fit in a second Doomsayer. I really like Doomsayers a lot. Doomsayer is helping you slow down the game and set up your Solemn Vigils. I like a lot, personally. I think Lay on Hands is too clunky. It's like so hard to pull off. You can't really play anything besides Doomsayer with it, but so I think one Lay on Hands is okay. I feel like we're going to draw our deck too quickly and draw into things we don't really need. I think we could try and maybe get rid of one of these True Silvers for a different sort of weapon. It's 4 attack that only helps us against Druid, really. No other matchups, really, the True Silvers are like super exceptional in. And there's a lot of other matchups in the game. I could even think of just running Hammer Wrath in that slot. But maybe not, I don't know. It's not like we have a board for Coghammer, and Coghammer is super weak anyway. The weapon options are pretty limited, so maybe we do have to keep 2 True Silver. Even though it's like too slow generally against the aggressive decks that we were kind of worried about farming us in the early game. You absolutely need to play 2 Anyfin. You cannot go 1, obviously. I think we could get in another Alderman, honestly, to help slow things down a little bit. But if we run another Alderman, that makes me want to put in Muster for battle, so I'm not really a fan of that. Because I think we should be able to hold off early game with Wild Pyromancers, Doomsayers, and yada. I think we could lose an Acolyte of Pain for some other Cycle cards, since Acolyte of Pain's oftentimes pretty slow. So we can see what other cycle cards are available. We have Hammer Wrath as an option. We have Loot Hoarders, all this sort of stuff. I personally was a fan of the Hammer Wraths. I don't know why they started taking out the Hammer Wraths. I thought the Hammer Wraths was alright. I kind of like Hammer Wrath in there. I don't want Tyrion in there. We don't need Tyrion. I think Hammer Wrath is a pretty solid removal card because we're just trying to kill everything, really. And Hammer Wrath kills things and draws a card, and that's the whole deck. Do we need Owl? Owl's one of the cards that I think can go. We don't really need to silence things because... what do you really need to silence? Like, there's nothing super big that would have to be silenced. If they king something, I guess silencing's okay. We don't have to silence Sylvanas, which is normally the main silence concern. So I think this Owl can go. We could look at maybe putting like a Minibot in that slot to just be annoying in the early game, because Minibot oftentimes can like slow people down so much just by itself. I would put in the double hammer, man. I'd take him to Hammertown. Just remove things against aggro. It's either that or I'd put in Minibot. Hammer Alderman's also a dirty combo. Set him to a 3/3, kill him. You can kill anything and draw a card for 8 mana, and put a 3/4 in play. So I like doing that. I think you can cut 1 Construct. No, the quality Construct's the play, man. That's the deck. You need as many of those as possible. So, we could probably try and like, yeah. Maybe we could lose the Belcher for the second Lay on Hands, something like that. I don't know. Belcher feels weird. Developing a stat-based minion in a deck where we're just trying to clear everything seems wrong. So I kind of want to try and get rid of these Belchers completely. I mean, they stall sometimes, but it's all stats, man. It's all stats. I put him back in the second acolyte. Okay. More focused on draw, less focused on stat-based minions. Now more things are clear, less things are draw. So now we're just getting rid of... We got rid of all of the stat-based minions in the entire deck now. So we're fitting the theme more. Belcher was the only minion that we're playing like just because it's a taunt with stats. So now we have no minions that are just stats. We just have the Murlocs, which are required for the combo, and we have every other minion in the deck either clears something or draws something. So I think that's kind of more, or heals you. So I think that's more the direction the deck's supposed to be taking. So those are the changes I would make. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. Death Lords in this deck may work. You're right there, Kazola. Death Lords may work. Death Lord or Belchers can stall really well against what though? Like they can stall really well against like the combo. Really, is the biggest thing they stall against. But other than that, normally you want minions in the field when you're playing a Belcher, or you have to play it right after your Doomsayer turn. Otherwise, you can't really play it at all because they're gonna have a board, and you're just gonna play it into a board, and they're gonna kill it, and lose no minions in the process. So you're not really removing anything. You're just stopping all the attacks for one turn, and then getting hit all by all the attacks next turn. Another Druid, man. Alright, let's try and go Doomsayer. We could keep this with the Doomsayer if it works. It could be amazing. I think it's too greedy though. But I think we want the Doomsayer in the early game to stop the Druid's initial innervate nonsense. Two acolytes to a quality unstable ghoul can work. I like the unstable ghoul suggestion too. I don't think we want to coin Bluegill's face, so I think I'm just going to pass here. Hero power pass. Now we Bluegill the face. Alright, let's try and get him in there. The old Mrglglgl the Dome. Man, screw it. We already got a quality cons. What more do we need? Mrglglgl to the face. Interfate Emperor already? Every time. Is there a world where we don't equality kill this? Ooh, that trades. Oh, that's dirty. Punished. Punished for letting my Mrglglgl live. That's beautiful. Not bad. He Emperored really early too, which is kind of something you want to do later on in this matchup when you have combo pieces. So hopefully we can get rewarded for that. We can take this trade and Aldor if we wanted. We could Aldor trade there. We could Aldor trade here and try and hold tempo a little bit, and then not play the Doomsayer this turn. That seems like a weak Aldor target though. We kind of want this to die. Keeping it alive though for this synergy dream happening on the following turn could be something we can consider. We could just trade here, Aldor that, try and set up Doomsayer this turn. I don't know how inclined I am to really Doomsayer. I think I kind of want to just tempo him out, to be honest with you. Just Aldor this, trade, and then try and have a big board and be annoying with it. Because we actually have like this Murloc synergy just pounding him. So this could work. Aggressive plays. But hey. If we already have like all of the Murlocs, we're just missing one Bluegill warrior and then we've gotten all 5. Alright, he's trying to clear us now. So that's good. Got him on the back foot. So, removal. Develops nothing. Now on his turn 7 turn, I can set up the Doomsayer. Not bad. So we have Doomsayer set up when it is turn 7 turn. He's used a Wrath and a Swipe, so Maybe he doesn't have the removal to do this, or maybe he's forced to charge something into it, whatever. Waste 7 damage, basically. Gaining 7 life in this deck is pretty good. Wasting Force of Nature is pretty good for us. And Innervate? Second Innervate and Force of Nature just got used to kill a Doomsayer. That's really good for us. I guess we're going to be Sullen Vigiling for 5 though, which is kind of a bummer. Oh, 1 turn off being able to land hands, that'd be dirty. There might have been a better way we could have ordered that. Not really familiar with the deck as much as I should be. Now we gotta worry about combo. Druid. Combo 21, 27. 27 damage. So we can use Healbot to get out of it if we wanted. Well, Lay on Hands gets us out of the range, so we should probably use Lay on Hands then if it makes us survive. Survive at 1 though. Then we need Wild Pyromancer clear, so then we can go Wild Pyromancer Equality Healbot. So that's the play. We try and set up for that. So we have 4 draws to find a Wild Pyromancer, 16 cards. Make it happen. He's out of interface, so he shouldn't be able to kill us. There's the Wild Pyromancer. So next turn we can go Wild Pyromancer Equality Shenanigans and heal back up outside of the range. It's already used 1 Force, 2 Innervates, so we can't double combo or anything crazy. Fuck. Setting up for the combo, but we have Wild Pyromancer Equality now, so we're good. We Gucci. But yeah. Well, the minion that comes out of this could kill us. Yeah, RNGesus from Shredders. Needs to be 1 or less. And you're dead. Lothib into Millhouse off Shredder every time. Oh, he doesn't have combo. We did it. Oh, I thought we were dead. I thought we were dead. I thought we were so dead. Ah, we're so dead. No second equality, huh? We could try what? I guess we want a double heal bot. Or Eldor heal bot. Double heal bot's safer than Eldor heal bot. Just heal up to 30, and then if he doesn't have combo still, we can stay alive and try and find a way to beat it. That doesn't set us up in a great position to fight back in the board, honestly, though. I mean, we're not fighting back unless we top deck equality, right? We could try and draw towards the equality. Not many good ways to do that this turn. We could try and fight back the minion pressure by using True Silver and Healbot this turn. That puts us in the most vulnerable spot. I think we want to just take the safest approach and hope we draw equality. I think that's our highest odds of winning. We can do hammer equality cons next turn. So we'll try and hammer equality cons next turn. Fallback plan would be just like hammer cons, I guess, to hopefully try and clear. Doesn't look like he has combo yet, thank God. Double cons is not good. So we can go hammer here and then consecrate. Removes the most pressure. Never equality. So we make a dude to try and absorb the Boombot hit, and then consecrate, and then we gotta still hope he doesn't have combo. Combo still kills us. Doesn't have combo. We're still in it. We just need one good equality cons clear, and then we got him. Well, unless he hero powers our face. And then we can't use the hammer to try and find it. Then we need to equality cons true silver. Alright. We can go for the equality cons with the hammer here. I think that's the best play. Easy equality cons. That's not it. Well, now the play I guess is Aldor, hope we don't die, but we're dead to everything now.
Let me think.
We could draw 2 cards for what? Nothing helpful. Never equality, man. I guess we're just doing this and playing Acolyte of Pain. Ah, this matchup is bad. It is really hard to be Druid with Anyfin Paladin. They just have to never draw combo. Got a cool breeze. Vigil into equality didn't work because not enough mana. Hammer's real good against aggro. Usually they're fizzling out by that point. Yeah, Anyfin does not beat Druid. Alright, so if we do the chat suggestion, if we cut the hammers, we put in the loot hoarders, we'll see how that goes. I could see loot hoarders being alright. I think we want Thalnos though. Goes with the consecrate for spell power. Spell power consecrate can be good. So this is the chat suggestion for it. Well, all we need to do is queue against aggro. We have such a anti-aggro or anti-control geared deck, but we just can't beat mid-range decks with it. Another druid. I don't know if it's a good meta for Anyfin can happen, but if we were gonna make it work in this meta, making it work against druid, 2-drops are definitely something to include. So we got the 2-drops in there, and that's good. I don't think we really want war leader. We got to try and find our clears, right? So I think this is the hand to keep. We want to coin this out, then Aldor behind it, and farm draws. Man, you must be really good, Zeke Fox, because usually when I play Druid, I have a 100% win rate about against Anyfin Can Happen. I think I've lost to Anyfin Can Happen once in all the times I've played Druid. And I've gotten to top 10 Legend with Druid, like, a lot. So, I mean, Druid just has the tools to win the matchup. If they just wait on their Emperor till they get double combo in their hand, Emperor that, hold an Innervate, and just hit you for 30 in one turn, it's really hard to beat. Alright, totems. I think we're just going to still go with the coin Acolyte of Pain into Aldor play, not waste time on the Blood Mage. This is a different kind of Druid. This Druid we could be favorable against, because he looks like some sort of weird token Druid. Why not keep her hammer Dr. Boom? Because Aldor reduced more damage. And we wanted to try. I wanted to try and find the equality. I felt like if we just kill Dr. Boom, we're still dead. So if we hit the equality, we could actually win the game. And I was going for the win, not just trying to survive. Well, that's gonna make things awkward. We can farm this off and Aldor that though. so we can get some draws here. So let's get a draw first, and then hopefully he doesn't have the card that makes them all come back as 2/2s, because that would be a bummer. Yes, we could charge something down next turn, hopefully too. Yeah, gotta clear all the minions, guys, for sure. But there's a lot of them, and we don't have very many things to trade with. We gotta find those consecrates ASAP, the equalities, the pyromancers. Holy minions. We're lucky he doesn't have the turn them into 2/2 trees card, or +1/+1. Alright. Tempo Mrglglgl. There's a Murloc on the field. I guess we could kill the Murloc with it. Keep this at 3 health. Draw the card first. Loot Hoarder not so helpful. Almost to a point where we can sell them with just the trades on board, so that's good.
Where shall I strike?
Alright. Any clear, please. Haha! Alright. What is the appropriate way to do this? I don't know if you're even supposed to consecrate here.
Let me think.
I think we save it. We may just want to use the Murloc to trade up and play Doomsayer. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're not dead to just Roar, so that's fine. I think we're just going to Murloc Doomsayer and then make the trades into the pair. And hopefully the Doomsayer goes off. If not, we're gaining 7 life, and I'm happy about it still. Then after this, we can try and go like some sort of clear into Solemn. That's not killing me. If he brings him back as 2/2s, we should still be able to clear it, so it's fine. So hopefully he just does the spirit here. He's trying to preserve his spirit. He does nothing, okay. Egg Druid, Mrglglgl. Well, we can sell him for free, so we should probably do that. 3, 6, 7, 8. Draw 2 cards. We can just use Consecrate to clear the board and then play Loot Hoarder. Or we can ignore the board and just play Healbot to be out of range of the ways that we die. Kind of like clearing the board and making so he can't just make trees on us. But it is a powerful resource to expend here. Our deck is really good against this deck. Is it true you would replace Aspirant and Druid since everyone expects it? If so, with what? I replaced it with Living Roots a while ago, and I was able to hit #1 Legend with that, but now everyone expects the double Living Roots, so I'd honestly play Aspirant in this meta now. And people aren't going to play around Aspirant. And at least against me, everyone automatically expects they're on double Living Roots, so I play double Aspirant in my mid-range Druid now and no Living Roots, and just kill people. Because they don't kill the Aspirant and then they die. And they feel really dumb. So I like it a lot. Alright. Consecrate, I guess, was maybe a little too much to clear. Because if I had had it this turn, it would have been so much better on these shades than it was there. Alright, we can kill the shades now, that's good. Kill the whole board. We can pop that too first or this. Get that clear. Easy game, easy life. Alright.
Like to play with fire?
This deck destroys Egg Druid. Man, the matchups for this deck are so polarized. So polarized. So polarized. Yeah. I don't know if Loot Order is strictly better or not, but I guess Loot Order is a good card. If we're trying to beat the druids and the mid-range decks that are in the meta, we need to make it more mid-rangey to be able to compete with them. So I like your idea originally of having the Belchers in there. I think you need Belchers if you're going to be competing with other mid-range decks. And even though I don't think it fits the theme of the deck as good and doesn't make the deck stronger all around, I think it's better for what the current like rank 5 to legend meta is, which is druid and mid-range paladin for the or not mid-range, like druid and secret paladin sort of stuff. So I like where you were going with the Belchers. I want to see if I can squeeze those back in here. And what can we get rid of? We maybe want to get rid of one of these Acolyte of Pains. I think Acolyte of Pain's pretty slow. It's good against Paladin, though. Loot Order is pretty useless against Paladin. So I think Loot Order can get the boot. I like the Belchers back in there. So we can keep on tempo. Is there any way we can also keep up with the Druids? How do we keep up with Druid? Druids do not like it when you spam minions. Druids have really crappy removal. So if you're able to keep up with them with minions, it's usually kind of hard times for them. So maybe a second Uldaman could be good too. I think land hands is pretty jank against Druid because you land hands and then they combo kill you. So I want to get the land hands out there to help against Druid more, and I like Uldamans against Druid a lot for just turning their things into 3/3s and smacking them with your sword. BGH could be good for Druid too, but we have double Alderman, double Keepers, so I think Alderman does the purpose of BGH better than BGH would. Actually, I don't know, you might be right. BGH is pretty solid. Those boom turns are so tricky, man. If they just line up their Lothab and their boom turns correctly, they should never lose to you. They can just crush you with that all the time. Minibot would be annoying for Druid to deal with. Musters even would be annoying. Maybe that's why Kalento had Musters in his, is just because the overwhelming Druids and stuff. I could see Muster being helpful against the Druids for sure. We definitely need just creatures. It's like so bad in like most matchups though, but it's good against aggro and good against Druid. So we want them in there for those matchups in particular, I believe. So maybe that's what we need over this BGH slot. It's like such a good card and such a... It's so bad for the purpose of what we're trying to do with the deck, but it's so good against mid-range decks. You see? Like... Because you can't beat Druid if you let them freely develop as much as they want. You need to have things on the field. They can really punish them for that. So... I want to fit in... I think it's crazy to cut a Consecrate, but I want to try it. I want to try cutting a Consecrate, and I want to try... I think we can get rid of this Thalnos now, and then just try the old double Muster, try and keep up with tempo with them a little bit better, to try and be able to stomp on some Druids. All I want to do is beat Druids. And let's see if we can maybe fit in a Minibot somewhere. I don't even think we need lay-on hands like at all at this point, honestly. Dude, you guys made me cut the hammers already. So I already cut the... Alright, let's see if we can get a... What did I cut? I pushed a button. Alright, War Leader. Excellent cut. Don't cut War Leader. I cut the cards that are bad against Druid and put in cards that are good against Druid, but they're cards that don't really fit the theme of what we're trying to do with the deck. How many Azure Drakes died to Boombots? That's not helpful information, but Azure Drake couldn't really work in this, I don't think. We could maybe cut a Vigil, but I like it for filtering our deck. If we run no Acolytes of Pain and double Minibot, maybe. I don't want to run no Acolyte of Pain, I don't think. It's so good against Paladin if you like get it early and just draw a billion cards. So I think I want one True Silver you want for the double Uldaman. We need some way to kill them after we Uldaman them, and we're not always going to have board, but I would like to see a double Uldaman as well. We could cut a Bluegill Warrior. We could try running only 4 Murlocs for the Anyfin combo. And then put in the second Uldaman. our combo damage less, so it's going to be a little worse against Control Warrior, but I don't think there's any Control Warrior in the meta currently, so I think it could work out for us. I want to try it. We have plenty of draw, man. We have a lot of draw in the combo deck. 1 second. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. But I think minions is the key to beating Druid.
Uther versus Garrosh. Victory or death! I will fight with honor.
Alright, Control Warrior. Or Patron Warrior, one of the two. Patron Warrior we're going to struggle against. Control Warrior we should be fine against. I think we want to keep Acolyte of Pain, and that's about it from this starting hand. But against Control Warrior we should be fine. Like, we should be able to find the combo in time, and then just do it twice, and it should do like infinite damage. So I think this is okay.
Reporting for duty.
Alright. We could try and go... Yeah, I guess we just want a War Leader. War Leader's more pressure than Acolyte of Pain is, and we can save it for draws later. We got Keeper of Ultimate coming down on curve too if we want to just pressure. I mean, we naturally already beat Control Warrior, so we should be okay. Okay, one War Leader dead. He didn't quite Despite it, so I don't think he's got Despite, so I feel pretty okay playing this, but we kind of want to hero power as much as possible too. And it's because we know it's Control Warrior now that we've seen the bash. Yeah, I feel okay about it. Like, I don't feel super great about just laying out an Acolyte of Pain, but I don't think he's got True Silver. I mean, not True Silver, Despite, because you would have coined Despite there for sure, I think. So, Coin Belcher comes out now. We play our own Belcher. It's not bad. See if maybe we can't Old Man get through and then farm off the Acolyte. That's okay. We don't have any land hands. Land hands is particularly good in this specific matchup. Control matchups in general. Not so good in the non-control matchups, but the control matchups for sure. We walk right into Brawl with this play. We could True Silver to try and play around Brawl here. If we True Silver... Yeah, I think we want to True Silver, honestly. We gotta put a dude out too. So let's go True Silver here. I don't want to be Brawled for insane value. I want to save Ultimate as a removal source, not as like a tempo play for the most part. So try to play around Brawl a little bit. So I think this play is a little cleaner. Alright, we got the equality combos now. We got the Ultimate to clear anything combos. We got an Acolyte on the field for even more draw happening. And we're drawing our bad cards for the matchup. We don't want to draw Musters and Mini-Bots. We have those in here for other matchups. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I lost to a Control Warrior with Anyfin either, but if there's one way to do it, it's when you take out all the cards that are good against Control Warrior, and we did that. So, we could potentially lose. We also have less combo base damage because we only run one blue kill. And he's going to be gaining armor really quick now. Okay. We could trade in the Acolyte here to make sure we get the draw. We could old man the Acolyte and trade it in if we wanted to guarantee the draw and develop something.
Let me think.
I don't know. We want a True Silver so we can re-equip the True Silver next turn. But to play around Brawl if we wanted to would be to trade in the Acolyte this turn. I don't think we need to get 2 out of it, but we definitely need to get 1 out of it. So I'm going to trade it in. Play around Brawl a little bit. And then True Silver his minion down. And then just play Belcher. And I guess to hold the dude since we stay consistent with playing around Brawl. Nah, the dude's not going to win the Brawl. We'll make the dude. But the card draw is more important. Since we did cut a lot of card draw from our deck, we don't have the land handses anymore. So, without the land handses, I feel like it's important to have. Oh, more trade, more trade. Alright, we just gotta draw into our Murlocs. Fierce monkey. What is this shenanigans? I'm just gonna die to my True Silver if I wanted. We can value trade it, honestly. I think that's better, and then we can hold the True Silver 3, 6, 9 cards in hand. So,
Reporting for duty. The battle.
and we can hold against Brawl. We could have honestly extended Healbot into Brawl this turn. I don't think that's bad. Helps us out against Baron Geddon a little bit too. Weapons. Him getting Justicar so early is really bad for us. Our limited amount of draw, not good. Not good for this matchup for sure, but this matchup's so uncommon that I think it's okay not to be super prepared for it. Alright, we gotta play cards now, so might as well heal bot. Can't really beat Brawl. Kinda just gotta let it happen. Maybe we're supposed to put in a Quartermaster just to bone this matchup if we wanted to. Then after the Brawls, we can muster Quartermaster and it'd be GG. Brawl, but revenge. No revenge getting. Anything can happen for just a war leader. Not the best play in the world. We don't need to True Silver this. We can hold the True Silver still, I guess. It plays around Harrison Jones, though, to use not BGH here, but I kind of want the BGH's body, don't I? Well, no, just dice for Warwick. We don't really want the BGH's body. We'd prefer the Alderman's body. This plays around Harrison Jones a little bit by getting the True Silver charge value gained immediately. So that's good for us. We just got a donation. What did we get? Alright, let's go. Hero Power Pass.
Reporting for duty.
Actually, I don't think he's got Brawl. Let me get this muster for battle out there. He would have brawled last turn. $5 donation. No, we got multiple donations. I missed Brick Floyd's. Brick Floyd, what up, man? First streamer I've ever given money to. I really like your Deckdoctor segments. Keep up the good work and good luck in 2016. Aw, thanks, man. That warms my heart with fuzzy feelings. I appreciate that, dude. Then we got Slicker4. Great stream. You verbalize your thoughts very well. Chat is mellow and chill. Nice job, man. Thanks, dude. You guys are really nice. Alright, this guy runs double revenge in his control warrior. What the actual fuck? Well,
For justice.
I don't think he's got Brawls. How can you run Brawls and double revenge, you know? And Geddon? Is he just trying to beat Paladin? I don't know, but I think we're just gonna extend with these minions, because might as well. Gotta get cards out of her hand, and maybe they're useful. You play Mustard, player on Harrison. Well, Harrison on that, I guess, isn't as big of a deal as Harrison on the other weapon. But yeah. I don't know, I play Mustard because I need to play the cards. I didn't have a choice in the matter. I had to get cards out of my hand. Well, we got 2 equalities. Might as well equality consecrate him. We could equality trade dudes, that's probably better. Yeah. I don't know, we have the Wild Pyromancer, honestly. You can just use this to push damage, preserve our board of 1/1s. I'm gonna 1/1 this guy to death, I think. Or make him brawl a bunch of 1/1s and feel silly. Because he's out of revenges at this point. These 1/1s are keeping the armor count down so that Anyfin can kill him eventually. We gotta save the other equality, I guess, for Ysera potentially. If he runs it. Hopefully he don't. No land hands. So brutal in only this matchup. I can't imagine any other matchup where land hands is actually that useful. Well.
The battle! The battle! The battle! The battle! The battle!
I don't want to gridlock my board, so I'll just hold here, I think. Not make the dude. Minibot will win the brawl. Holy Gorehell. Just gonna start Gorehell in 1/1s. We have answers in our hand. I don't have any way to clear after this goes through, so I think I'm gonna just use it for pressure at the moment. Give him something to swing at with his Gorehowl, try and keep his armor count down. That's about how useful that card is to me. I mean, if we keep him below 60, I think we should be able to kill him. Still doesn't have Brawl. Just using Bash to try and clean up.
I have no time for games.
Alright, so we want to give him a 1/1, I guess. I want to get this old Mrglglgl dead. So I guess we're just trading into this.
The battle!
And seeing where the roll lands. Alright, and forward again. We still got another Solemn Vigil in here. As soon as we find that, we're good to go. War Leader is good. Getting all these Murlocs out of the way. Now we just have Bluegill left in the deck as our remaining Murloc. Alright, and yeah, just chill. We don't want to play this heal bot till after he Alex draws. How do you see the deck list? Let's show the deck list after the game. We're going to talk about like what cards worked well and whatnot. Try and figure out. We cut all of the cards that are good in this matchup, so if we're still able to win this matchup, then that just affirms that we were overkilling this matchup, and we can make the deck a little bit more well-rounded instead of focusing on control so much. Because land hands are like super good versus control and really bad versus aggro, in my opinion. Really bad versus mid-range. They're okay against aggro. Really, really bad against mid-range. So if we're still able to beat control after teching only for mid-range, then it's good progress. We've keeping him in range, so that's good. He found the brawl. Yeah, somehow this match is working out. And we won the brawl! Maximum value. Alright, we can Anyfin him now too. And then we just need to find the other Anyfin and then we can kill him. So that is all of our Murlocs for the Anyfin. So we should Anyfin. I guess we could kill the Armor Smith if we wanted. Or we could just 15 him. I think it's probably better to 15 him. Deactivate shield slam and whatnot. Alright, and then we just find the other Anyfin and try and hit him for 36. About is what it like averages, I think. We have 4 cards. One of them's Anyfin. Worst case, we double Doomsayer Solemn. He has 1 Belcher left, which could be surprisingly annoying. If he plays the Belcher, we can like Wild Pyromancer Equality, double Doomsayer Solemn or something crazy. And then try and find the last Anyfin and have the Belcher die. Using 2 Doomsayers to kill a 1-2. Does he have second brawl? He's got Shield Slam on that. And then what? This is the first Anyfin, not the second. I don't know, leaving the Armor Smith up sketchy, I guess. Could have killed that Armor Smith. Gains 1 extra armor out of it. And executes on that instead of killing the Bluegill. Alright, second Anyfin. We want this dead, right? Because we want it not to be this guy. But I think we have enough damage regardless. So let's try and go for max damage, right? So we got 16. Yeah, 32, 42. So we cut all of the cards that were only good against control, and we were still able to beat control. So I think that's good. So we have all anti-aggro tech and anti-mid-range tech and still beat control. So I think that's pretty solid. Now we gotta actually test and see if does our tech actually work against... Does the tech actually work against mid-range is the real question. And we were able to get the combo off with only 1 Bluegill Warrior, so I think that's fine. Like, the 2 Bluegill Warriors always seemed a little weird to me. So that's solid. Huh. So let's see if... We gotta get the real test here. We gotta see if we can actually beat the Druids consistently now. Or at least have a better shot against Druid and Secrets Paladin, because that's what we're trying to tech against. Does it work against Control Priest? Yes, it should work very well against Control Priest. One of the things that they're going to try and do is entomb your War Leaders. If they entomb your War Leaders or entomb your Murloc Champion guy, you can get really screwed. So the turn you play the Murloc Champion, you want to charge it into something and have it die. And then for your War Leaders, you want to play them in a Pyro Equality turn. And then you should guaranteed win against Priest, because they can't kill you in time and you have plenty of board clears. So you just got to make sure your Murlocs die and you don't make them get entombed. But if you let them get entombed by just throwing them out there, then you can get screwed. But as long as they don't get entombed, you can't lose that matchup. Alright, Mage is really aggressive. We got to try and find Doomsayers in our early game pressure ASAP. So we're looking for our mini-bots and our musters to shine in this matchup for sure. Alright. We have coin War Leader into Muster. I think I want to do that. Try and keep up with him. War Leader into Muster into True Silver into Belcher is the curve we're following. Trying to make have some mid-range standing.
Where shall I strike?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's good. That is really great. Hopefully he doesn't have a Flamewaker turn now. But that is a good one to get off that. I think I'm okay taking a little bit of damage here to try and set up to remove it. I'm gonna hold the War Leader attack. Hopefully he doesn't have like Flame Waker plus stuff. Mana Worm, that's fine. And a secret. Could be anything. This looks like the most beautiful Consecrate ever. It may be a trap though. I think we want a True Silver over Consecrate. Or we can even do this. This is pretty gnarly. This on this. Yeah, that's probably better. Yeah. Yeah, it's always counter spell here, isn't it? There's just no way that's not a counter spell. And then it's an effigy. It's always effigy there. I should have seen that one coming. Who plays effigy? Do I want to make this attack? It walks into his ping a little better for him, but I think it's okay. He's got 2 targets he wants to ping anyway, so it's fine. Okay. We would have been wrecked by effigy either way, so I think we played around the secret the best we could, honestly. Next turn's Belcher, and then Quality Cons. Oh. We could True Silver, but I think Belcher's better. Just trade here, trade there, Belcher. I think we're keeping up alright. We're just Paladin in him. Do I want to hit that? No, both my minions do 3, so they should be able to clear. I'd hold on to the 2 charges. Face damage is irrelevant in this match. Or with this deck in general, really. So I don't really want to push for face damage with my weapon. I want to make sure I have the charges available if needed. Likely I'm going to override it with a True Silver, but if needed, it's always nice to have. How does he make these trades for me? I guess he's playing around Solemn Vigil? Huh. Well, we can clear that now, I guess. Let's see what we find. BGH. I probably don't want to play that going into his turn 7. I have a Quality Cons, so I think I can Tempo Wild Pyromancer. So I'd either like to Tempo Wild Pyromancer or equip True Silver up just so I have it. And I think Wild Pyromancer is better. The card doesn't have charge, whereas True Silver has charge, so I want to save my charge cards to play when I actually get immediate value out of them. And develop board with tempo minions that otherwise can contest. Take a turn to get ready. And so now that Wild Pyromancer is ready. Alright. We already have BGH to answer the other big things, so I think I can just Aldor this. Just continue throwing tempo at his face. Hopefully he doesn't have Flame Strike in his deck. Generally not an expected thing, but he has a Ethereal Conjurer card still, so that could be Flame Strike. I just feel like being ahead's good. Even if he does Flame Strike, if he's forced to react to us and develop nothing with his turn, that's good, because then that just buys us another free turn. We can afford to Hero Power Pass and chill. Alright, let's try and clean this up. We want to go face with these guys, and then BGH and Healbot. Let's go here, and then... Oh, that's not going to work. Alright. BGH Healbot, hold the weapon. Seems good, man. Seems good, man. So, Tempo Mage is a tempo-y sort of mid-range deck, so... We're doing a lot better against mid-range decks than we were with the original version. It stuck true to most of the things of the original version, honestly, though. He does run Flame Strike. Crazy. It's unfortunate for us. Solemn Vigil is good here, though. I don't want to Consecrate, because we have these 2 equalities chilling. I do want to hit this, so I'll hit this and then Solemn Vigil, I guess. Try and find more Murlocs. Doomsayer is good here. Double Anyfin can happen, no Murlocs drawn yet, feels bad. But Doomsayer to stop his turn seems good enough. We could play a 10 mana War Leader next turn. Might need a little bit more draw, but I don't know. We have enough stall in our hand to stall forever. But we're pretty much fresh out of draw now. There's the war leader. That's a good card.
Reporting for duty.
Double Flame Waker. That's probably worth an Equality Concentrate. Ooh, there's no more Flame Wakers to prey on my muster for battle. Oh, that's good.
For justice.
And we can just summon 2 War Leaders next turn probably, unless he has another Flame Strike. It could be kind of annoying.
You require my assistance?
Get the equality for Tony. Hopefully that's not Counterspell, because we can't beat Counterspell. Uh-oh. So, I guess we want to play this first in case Mirror Entity. Not Mirror Entity. We want it to die anyway, so we can Anyfin next turn. So, now we try and kill it.
The battle.
Alright, this happens. And that's fine, right? 12 plus 7 is 19, actually. He has 1 fireball for sure. If he's got another fireball, we're actually dead.
Reporting for duty.
Maybe we're supposed to not kill it, and then he can double fireball ping us for 12. 13 plus 5 is 18? No, then we die. We may have just got 1 turn before we can kill him. The double effigy tempo mage. If he's got double fireball, 13 cards remaining, 1 fireball in his hand. There's 1 fireball, the other fireball off the top. Where'd you go? Got fireball and frostbolt. Damn. We did Temple Aldor earlier. That was probably a mistake. I don't know, the Flame Strike really is what got us. Who runs Flame Strike? I think we had a better shot against the mid-range decks by playing more minions. So I think that's the key to making Anyfin work against the mid-range meta that we live in today, which is druids, paladins, and tempo mages at Legend Ladder and beyond, and even mid-range warlock Reno-y decks. So I think this is probably what I would play if I was going to run Anyfin Paladin in today's meta. Something like this that includes minions to help survive. And we hit no Murlocs before our 2 Anyfins, which kind of sucked. So we had a little bit of draws. Might try and squeeze in more card draw. That'd be a suggestion. But yeah, those are the changes I would make. Alright, we got Dr. Bones.